Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a very special guest today. Sitting here with me is Dr. Ben Johnson. He is the founder and formulator of Osmosis skincare, which we all love and are so obsessed with.
Well, it is good to be back, I have to say. It's been too long.
It's been a long time. Like literally, it's been months.
It's been months, and I remember the sauna, the sweat pit, I like to call it, where she's trying to melt us here.
No.
But I have my fan.
That's how we stay skinny here.
Good. The lights, I'd like to say they're like a sauna, but no, it's not as good.
Kinda, yeah. So we have Ben here with us today, and I'm super excited.
I am too. First, I want to say congratulations. This is we're doing a deep dive.
We are doing a deep dive
into aging and pigmentation and all these different skin conditions, starting with aging.
Yes.
But this is for her engagement. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Ben.
This is so exciting. We're hearing about the date.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, I'm like the...
So you're the maid of honor?
I'm something. Am I maid of honor? I don't know. Yes. Is that a guy role? I'll take it. Okay.
So yeah, we are doing a complete series today, starting with aging. We're going to do a whole deep dive into aging and pigmentation and acne and all of these skin conditions that so many of us suffer from and deal with. And I get asked so many questions about all of these conditions. So we got the genius right here.
Well, listen, I mean, this has been a labor of love for me. So this is just about sharing what 20 years of talking to people like yourselves who write me, write Brianna. She calls me or texts me all the time with questions. Hey, and I say it like that because she wants the answer right away.
Yeah.
She's always nice.
I have to get back to my customer right now.
Yes, she's very responsive. I will tell you that. And so she's always asking certain questions, and I know people really want to know, like, well, how do I best spend my money? Like, skincare is expensive. They're in a tough time right now, and what can I do to actually make real change in my skin? So the deep dive on aging is first. I'm so excited to get into it. Yeah,
me too. Because I mean, with all the Osmosis products, like I tell you guys all the time, they are so effective and they are so different than any other skincare line out there. And anyone, that I've talked to so many of you guys, and so many of you have tried the Osmosis products, and you know what I'm talking about. But I'm so passionate about the Osmosis products because they work at such like a different level, and at such they're effective in such a different way than most skincare.
Thank you.
It's not just like a superficial thing.
No, and the whole idea is that your skin's missing something, and that's why when you age, your skin is not keeping up because it's simply not able to keep up. It's missing the certain you can call them ingredients or chemicals in your skin that are critical to the process of making collagen and elastin. The way your skin heals wounds requires certain aspects, and so it was a really interesting challenge for me because I started in this industry making products that didn't do this, and I listened to all these different doctors. So I listened to the dermatologists, I listened to the chemical experts, and there was a common sense approach to it all. So what I've learned is that there's a basic foundation to aging skin, and you just need to know why it's happening to you. So I don't know if
not even that, but I feel like your products, not only do you know exactly what your skin needs for anti-aging, but it's the delivery system. It's like that's the big thing. All these products can say, they can say, oh, we have this in there. We have vitamin A, we have glycolic acid, we have this, we have that. But if you don't have the delivery system, it's not doing anything. So your products have all the necessary ingredients, but they get to a level that most products don't get to.
Well, and we should start there. And you probably don't have the Epic tool here too, but
I do actually. Look, it's sitting right there.
Yeah, okay. We have someone help us. Well, okay. So delivery is such an important thing, and I mean, I'm telling you, it was one of the first things that I learned in in making Osmosis. Like I said before that, I was doing what everyone else was doing, a little bit different, but following a similar trend. So here's what I know. This is factual stuff. Your skin only allows 2 to 5% of the materials you're rubbing on your face every day to get in. It's designed to hold stuff out. And it's designed to hold stuff out because it's intelligent, because it has a lipid barrier, and that lipid barrier pushes water away. And so all these water-based formulas that you're using, which the best ingredients come in water base, they're not designed to get through. So we use a liposome. It's what the pharmaceutical companies used, and that liposome is what helps all of our A serums and our antioxidant serum replenish, get in to the skin at about a 600% clip. So it's a 6 times the amount of ingredients get in. Now remember, doesn't mean, I mean, a lot of people go, wait, how do you get 600% of a product in? Well, it's, if you only got 2 to 5% in before, now you're getting in 12 to 30.
Yeah.
And it makes all the difference because your skin, that's exactly what your skin needed. And, you know, so a lot of people think, well, what if I did it 3 times a day? You know, Brianna probably uses skincare 6-7 times a day because you have to try all the samples. She has so many samples. I'm out there looking through samples like, throw this away, throw that away. But anyway, so you actually, twice a day is all you need. Twice a day, the stimulation at a deep level, reaching the dermis, using a delivery system. So like in our stem factor, we use something called exosomes, which is like a liposome. In our A serums, we use liposomes. In our rescue, we use a lipid molecule, so it sneaks its way through. So we always have some way to get in. And that is the foundation.
Delivery system is the best. Like honestly, with Osmosis, it's the best. I mean, I love it.
And okay, so we start there, and then the second phase, the second most important thing, something Brianna, I'm not sure how she feels about it.
Oh no.
No, circulation. Circulation is critical. So we put a whole bunch of ingredients in each formula. Some are growth factors in one formula called stem factor. Another all our A serums have something called niacinamide, and chlorella makes new blood vessels.
Oh yeah, so that's all for the circulation.
All to get new blood flow, because you can't make collagen without blood flow.
Yeah.
And so we were talking earlier about Elevate, and she's scared to take Elevate, and that's why I say she's scared of circulation. But no, she has good circulation, and you know, you can see Brianna's skin doing well because you're kind of old now.
But you never know because I use Osmosis.
Yes, you wouldn't know. But that circulation is what feeds the wound repair, what feeds collagen, and so I don't see a lot of lines focusing on circulation. Niacinamide is a popular ingredient, as it should be. But it's the unique ones like liposome-delivered niacinamide.
Yeah, you have to get it to where it needs to be.
Yeah. Your blood vessels are in your dermis, so you need it to get past that. So that's another big one. And then, of course, collagen stimulation.
Which is huge, which is actually a question that I got asked a ton to ask you about is how do you really, and I mean, I've talked about it on my channel before, but they want to hear it from you.
100 times.
They want to hear from you.
Okay.
So let's talk about stimulating collagen. You know, tell us exactly, I mean, I actually just talked about it in a previous video of mine, and I talked about, you know, the Renew and the,
imagine that.
You know, I know, right? But you talk about collagen.
I mean, it's a little bit different the way I think of it because I think about the cell that does it. So fibroblasts are this cell in your system that are making collagen and elastin, and as you get older, they shrink away. So first benefit of making more fibroblasts in your skin is you bring more circulation back, because it turns out fibroblasts come back if you bring circulation back.
Oh, okay. Number
2, we use an ingredient called asiaticoside. And that ingredient is a really interesting ingredient because it has a 63% increase in recruiting more fibroblasts into your dermis. And then the third piece is our ability to stimulate collagen itself by putting in the same molecule your skin uses. Everyone thinks your skin uses retin A to make collagen. Her dermatologist probably thinks that. But I'm here to tell you that in fact your skin uses retinaldehyde.
Yes. Gee, this is I am so passionate about this product. Oh my god, I think people think I'm crazy because I talk about the Renew so much, and I'm like, everyone, I know, I'm like,
take it easy now.
I get very passionate. I'm like, everyone should be using this. I'm like, it is so much better for your skin.
It is, and like here we are in California, and you know, places where you're getting sun during the summer, you don't actually want to use any other retinol because all of those will increase aging. Yeah, they're sun sensitizing. Yeah. And so what retinaldehyde is, it's already in your body. Your eyes use it, your body uses it in several areas, but your skin uses it to make retin A one at a time just for collagen. So it is your collagen retinol. And some people say, well, then why not just use retinoic acid? Well, it turns out if you use retinoic acid every day, and I think you used to use it before I met you.
A long time. It wrecked my skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so what happened was they found in the study your skin, your dermis, that's the second layer in your skin, thinned by 18% the first year you used it. And then they did a 5-year prolonged study, 30% thinning. And so when she says it wrecked her skin, she started to see more capillaries.
Skin barrier, yes, the broken capillaries.
Barrier was
yes,
damaged.
yeah.
It nukes your barrier.
Yeah.
So, you know, we think at Osmosis very holistically. And I'm just telling you, Retin-A is terrible. The retinols are more hype than they are actually production. And retinaldehyde, I mean, listen, other people can get retinaldehyde. I'm not telling you retinaldehyde because I have the exclusive on it.
Right.
I'm giving all the formulators out there who are watching right now, you should be using retinaldehyde because it is the future. It is the now.
Yes, and 100%, and it does everything that vitamin A is supposed to do with the collagen, the elasticity, all of that. It stimulates and it makes your skin so amazing without the harsh side effects and like the redness and the peeling and the flaking. And you can use it twice a day.
Yes. And I want to speak to that because a lot of people are like, well, I use the powerful retinol, and maybe it's a trans retinol, 5% or something, and they think it's obviously the best because their skin is red and flaky.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it's working.
That is not a tell. That is a tell how inflammatory it is.
Yes.
How damaging it is. It is not a tell for how much collagen is making. I promise.
Yes, and people ask me that too. They're like, oh, like with this product, it's a vitamin A, but it's not making me peel or anything. I'm like, that doesn't mean it's not working. Like you don't want that. That just, like you said, that just shows how much inflammation is happening to your skin.
And one of the biggest things about aging when you're doing the deep dive is to understand that your skin is trying to maintain first and foremost. And if you are constantly irritating it with retinols, it's having a harder time maintaining itself. It's literally having to redirect its attention to the damage that's being caused. So you want your skin dewy and glowy with the barrier.
Healthy skin barrier.
Intact. Yeah.
I always say, I've said it in so many of my videos, I'm like, inflammation to your skin equals aging. Like it really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so and especially when it's chronic, like a lot of people, you know, I was playing with a little acid peel on her counter back there, and a lot of people think, oh, well, acids are good because the turnover is the big part of aging. Well, guess what? When you feed your skin, the turnover comes back naturally. That's what you want. You don't want to force turnover with an acid that hurts you and hurts your skin. You want to bring turnover about through the feeding of the nutrients and the revival. And I'm telling you, it works so well. If you haven't tried it, and it keeps working. It doesn't just plateau.
Right, and your products, that's what they do. They give your skin everything that they need to naturally do all that themselves, where you don't have to go get a deep chemical peel. You don't have to do all these other office treatments and stuff. Like it naturally...
Oh really?
Well, I'm not going to give up my Botox bed.
Okay. Well, let's speak to another part of aging, which is really bothering people, and that is skin texture.
Yeah, that's a good one,
Yeah. And so one of the challenges I found is, well, what skin texture is the very surface. Well, very logically, that means that it's the very surface layers that have been damaged. And the reason why that's true is your epidermis, which is the very top layer, is the first one to get hits from the sun. But it sheds. It's always shedding. You know, every 30 days, hopefully your skin is turning over. So you say, like, okay, who cares if it got hit by the sun? It's going to peel away. But no, there's a base layer to it called the DEJ, the dermal epidermal junction. And that's the layer you're hearing more and more skincare companies talking about. But we have a product called, where's that product called? Rescue. And Rescue is designed to repair oxidative damage. So a lot of people use antioxidants to prevent oxidative damage, but you don't really do that. You're still going to get it. So what you need is now something that fixes the old damage, and it repairs the texture. Like, I don't even see a line on your face.
I have no texture. I have no pores.
You're like, wow. What is
Rescue. Rescue. I was just talking about Rescue, how it really helps with pores and texture and all of that.
She really does look like younger. I don't know. It's not the Botox, but
it's just
there is something.
It's consistent use of really good
I love
products.
it. We were coming in here. We were trying to like get the products ready for this presentation, and she couldn't find any because she uses.
No, I couldn't find the caps. So yeah, I literally like this is how all my products look. I have no caps because I'm like, but Ben, I'm like they're loved. I can't help it. It's the products that have all the caps. Like, don't look new anymore. Those are the ones that
for some reason, she takes the ring off of them. Like, I don't know what that's about.
Off.
Like, if she just...
They just fall off.
They don't fall off, Brianna. That is so weird. Who says that?
Let me know in the comments if anyone else has issues.
The rings just fall off. Okay, Okay, I want to know. You write Brianna and tell her
Let
she's
me know.
crazy.
I don't think it's
All
just me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we were talking about texture.
Talk about...
Really important.
Yes.
It also treats age spots, but that's a different deep dive. We're going to do deep dive in pigmentation
Yeah.
in another video. Let's talk about growth factors.
Oh, okay. I was going to say texture and pores kind of go hand in hand, so you can kind of...
Oh, you and your pores.
People want to know.
I know. Pores are important. Listen, she gave you a great video. Is it out yet?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you probably just saw it.
Yeah.
You probably already finished it. But pores are a really interesting dilemma because I thought it was all surface based. I thought it was all about sun damage. That's what they tell you in the textbooks. But what I was learning was people who ate a bunch of yogurt were getting really significant pores. This is your esophageal region, so you get pores there. If you get pores here, this is your small intestine. You notice you don't usually get pores in other areas.
It's like your T zone.
Yeah, that is the zone that is the most affected by these foods. But yes, rescue is affecting that too because your texture and your pores are part of that same system. And then of course Catalyst is working on that.
The whole firming and the aging process of all that too.
Yeah,
and recovery. Yeah.
Because part of pores is your skin has lost some of its elasticity.
So it's stretching. Yeah. I just talked all about this in the video, and I talked about osmosis. See.
I don't even, without me here, it's so amazing.
I know.
She retains things too. It's so good.
I do.
I'm so proud. Yeah, I think texture is an important part. Pores is an important part of aging. We'll spare.
What about wrinkles? The whole about wrinkles.
Well, I mean, with wrinkles, you know what I want to cover is because we just talked about collagen, and the way you keep your wrinkles and refill your wrinkles is you are rebuilding that collagen base. And you're not on Regenerate yet. But Brandon started.
No, I take that every day.
Oh, good.
I take 6 of those suckers.
This is why
every
you
day.
look younger.
That is like my favorite supplement of all time.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Regenerate for
is
wrinkles.
a must.
It's a 6-month payoff. Okay? Yeah. You got to wait it out. But at the end of it, you will see your fine lines and wrinkles better. 100%. I know a lot of collagen companies say, "Oh yeah, this is it." Do you sell other collagen stuff?
No, because I don't even believe in most collagen supplements. They're crap.
Listen, I help a lot of people every day with their health problems, and I'm telling you, collagen is giving them acne. Collagen is giving them rosacea. It's different the drinks and the things. There's something weird about them. I don't know what's in them. They're just not quite right. Not all of them. I'm going to say 90% of them. But my point is to say, Regenerate is the collagen matrix plus an accelerator. That's the alpha-ketoglutarate in there. So alpha-ketoglutarate is in our AC11. It's part of the trick in making your skin reactivate, and it's also the trick in Regenerate. And these are this is patented, that's patent pending, so you're not going to see it out there, but it really works.
The feedback that I get all the time on Regenerate is insane.
Yes.
Not only for lines and wrinkles, but for discoloration on the skin too.
Yes.
Because it's affecting the liver and it's like healing the liver.
You wouldn't believe it. And I know, again, like I talk to doctors and they're stubborn. They've learned so much and they're in their box.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, liver spots are from the liver. And they're like, come on, liver spot. Like, they're called liver spots. And I don't know who named them. Some wise woman from 1907 was like, here's a liver spot. And we all stuck to that little moment.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it is from the liver. So exciting that Regenerate, and that takes 8 months, but
it works.
It works.
Yeah.
And people are seeing it on your arms too.
Yeah.
You're going to see your arms spots fade. It seems crazy, too good to be true.
But it's amazing.
It's amazing. So you do want to do the wellness for that. And I guess while we're on the wrinkle thing, the other piece of the story is the fat pads. Mm-hmm. And
that's huge.
I would say your fat pads look good, but I'm not sure that's all fat pad.
It's just fat.
Yeah.
It's just fat.
She's
I gained weight, Ben.
You know what happens once you're engaged? You start eating Cheetos.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all over. No, but there's this whole thing that happens with your face where, especially in thin people, where they... you're running thin and then you exercise or you don't eat quite, for like when you miss your days, guess what your body does? It steals the good fat, the really good fat that keeps your structure in your face, the good fat that keeps your extremities strong. I should say a healthy size, like normal size. And even your thighs, all these women who are worried about the little wrinkle around their knees, that's because they've lost volume in their thigh from the fat pad. Mm-hmm. So recovery is a patent pending supplement that refills your fat pad by taking a tablespoon twice a day. She's a little scared of it.
Well, no, I take it for the probiotic. I take the smaller.
You take the smaller dose.
Yes, which I'm obsessed with.
Oh, so good. Okay.
It's the only probiotic that I honestly like feel a difference with.
Yes, and I'm telling you, and the only time I've ever had complaints, someone says to me, "Well, wait, I take it and I get bloating." I'm like, what else are you taking? And it's always something else you're taking.
Yeah, no,
so
that's the
get off all your other digestive stuff and only do that. I'm telling you, it restores your microbiome.
And the Osmosis digestive enzymes.
Are you still taking those?
Yes. God, I love those.
Oh, it makes me just... I'd like to say it makes me warm all over, but I think it's the lights. Well,
but no, because that's so true. I mean, the recovery is the best probiotic I've ever taken. I've tried so many.
And I want to make sure people understand, I don't believe in probiotics. It's a prebiotic.
Yeah.
So the explanation of that is Brianna has a very unique microbiome. Alien-like.
Alien-like, yes.
And like we all do, actually. It's all from our DNA.
We're all so different, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
And so you think, oh, I'm going to take lactobacillus. It's got 4 billion units in it.
So you think that's good? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's actually repopulating a strain your body didn't want or need, and it's probably not even belonging to you.
Right.
So what happens then? All your probiotics system go, who is this invader trying to take over? And yes, okay, occasionally someone who has... I don't know, gas, all of a sudden doesn't have gas anymore, and they think, oh, the probiotic did good. No, it shocked your gut. I promise you, probiotics in clinical trials showed that they really slow recovery.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the champagne is getting to me. Recovery is a prebiotic, which means that it's just feeding your probiotic recovery. And that's why we call it recovery.
Yeah.
And it's a different animal. And it is the best way to go. It's good for H. pylori if you do our protocol with that, with immune defense. It's good for SIBO. It'll fix it. It's good for acid reflux. It'll fix it. Because acid reflux is related to the bugs in your stomach.
Yeah.
So, but the reason why we're talking today wasn't about health, digestive health. It was the wrinkles. This fat pad in particular, and the forehead fat pads. Oh my gosh, I wish we had a chart to show everybody.
I can put one on the screen.
You can?
Yeah, I'll
do it.
Yeah.
Because there's a great chart that shows where all the fat pads are.
I'll put it up, yeah.
They fill your face. They really provide all that volume. So you can imagine if your body starts stealing that fat, they shrink. And all of a sudden your face starts to collapse. And
they start to like separate and
they shrivel up and come down. And then you say, oh, I need a facelift. Yeah, and it can affect your breasts. Part of the reason why your breasts collapse after pregnancy and breastfeeding is from that.
It affects your whole body. Like the fat pads all over.
It's only the arms, the thighs, the buttocks. Because a lot of women see their butt start to drop and they're like, wait, why am I getting an extra fold on the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is because it used to be held up by a fat pad.
Oh.
So you plump that fat. It's not the cellulite fat. It's not the loose fat I'm talking about. It's like the muscle fat.
Right. That you need for your body to stay tight.
It's like a butt lift.
Yeah.
It sounds too good to be true. I'm telling you, these are the fat pads. They're structural fat pads. Her people are reporting it.
Yes.
My people are reporting it.
Yeah.
And you can see it. Like, people who have looked at my videos from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, like...
No, I can honestly actually tell. Just sitting here, I can like literally tell.
Yeah. The lines start disappearing. I think 80% of these wrinkles are fat pad. So, trust me, recovery, 1 tablespoon, twice a day.
Amazing, yeah.
6 to 8 bottles.
Yep. Okay, so we covered wrinkles, we covered texture, pores. What else in the aging deep dive here?
The tightening. The tightening
firming.
piece. Yeah.
Yes, definitely talk about that.
So, you can use peptides, and we use some peptides in our stuff. And I know you have some popular products that are peptide heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't talk about those as much, though.
What? Really?
Yeah, not really, because it's.
You know what? I need to be stalking your channel.
You do, yeah.
What's up?
Because peptides are like that's like the hype. Sometimes it's like a hyped up. It's like.
It's the latest trend.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fad, and it really is. They're different fads. So what skincare companies do that don't have a philosophy to create permanent change, which is what we're trying to do, they have to come up with new stuff every year to get you excited to buy something.
They come up with this like crazy new ingredient that's like, oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's from the melon of a French from the French Alps that we only grow one a year, and it's James the giant peach melon.
Yep.
I don't know.
And they created some crazy story.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they tell you what, it's an amazing antioxidant. And somehow, as an amazing antioxidant, it also makes your skin 10 years younger.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
But that's why we say on my channel, too, is your skin only accepts certain ingredients. So
You know what? You should have a slogan. No BS.
Oh my!
Because you are BS.
In my last video, I literally titled it I said, why you have large pores, no BS.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we are thinking alike today.
Yes.
So, like, she should be the no BS channel because she is BS. You know, Brianna Stenko.
Yes.
Until you're Brianna.
Until BZ comes. Yeah, I'll be BZ soon.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh, is
his
it?
last name's Zada. So BZ. Which
I
is
thought
better
you
than
might
BS.
keep it because you're such a celebrity. Like, let's have a talk about
Stanko?
that on the channel. Oh, that's true.
We can keep
Stanko's
that.
not a good. Stanko, okay, you can let that one go. Was that your original? That's your maiden name? No.
No, that was
still
my
your
married name.
name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be BZ soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes.
Well, then.
But I
screw
did
the
actually.
BS.
I just said no BS on my last video.
No BS, because she's
Because
getting
I
married.
literally
no
just
more
tell
BS.
No, because I tell it how it is.
Well, that too.
Everyone knows on my channel. I'm like, I just tell it.
You didn't like it.
Just tell
Okay.
it.
Tightening. So you can use peptides to tighten, and they do temporarily do that. And what they're doing is they're going into your epidermal layers. They're creating a fluid dynamic that creates a plumping effect, and it's fine. I mean, it's not a bad thing, except for it's a lot of money usually, and once you stop that product, the results go away. What we chose to go for was a way to use vitamin C in a different way, and that's Catalyst AC11. And it's a funky product in the sense that it's dark. Like, it's an amber color, and people are like, what the hell? I thought when vitamin C got dark, that means it went bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get that question all the time?
Yeah, people ask me that.
Let me explain
Yeah.
it to you. Vitamin C has 100 lifetimes in your skin. So if it oxidizes, which does make it go dark, then it gets recycled. Now, but the reason why it's oxidizing in this bottle, and it's not all because of oxidation, there's different ingredients in there that cause color in this
A darker
product.
color, yeah.
But it's creating the amino acids that make collagen and elastin. So as soon as you put it on, and we did a clinical trial on this, as soon as you put it on, it has an instant firming effect. And over a period of 8 weeks, it firmed by 110%. It has an elastin focus. It is a tightener. And so I don't think you should use any other C. I think this whole idea of using stabilized C has been over promoted. I think those are not bioavailable to the skin. I would use stabilized C. They're out there. I could put them in my formulas. I don't choose it because this formula does so much more. Like, we see it. It closes facial capillaries. It reverses acne scarring. Like, nothing in the world does that. There's no C in the world that does that. So this C is different. It's called Catalyst AC11.
And because it's like changing, it's like healing your skin at the same time.
Yes.
It's not just an antioxidant, or it's not like just protecting your skin from the environment. It's literally like healing your skin.
Those little amino acids that it's not oxidizing them, it's called hydroxylating them, makes them sticky, which also makes the product a little sticky. Like, you have to have a little patience with this product.
But that's
So
why you
worth it.
use the activating mist too, because when you use the activating
Yes.
mist and you massage it together, it's not sticky anymore. So you have to
Yes.
find the right amount, because if you use too much, it's going to be sticky. So you
Yeah.
have to use, because it's so concentrated too, you don't need
It
like
is
a
a
full
concentrate.
pump. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd like them to use a full.
Well, if you
pump,
want, I rub that shit all over, but like literally, you don't need like a whole.
if it's a problem for you, start less. You have
Yes,
to work your way
exactly.
up because your
Yeah.
skin does have to acclimate. But you were bringing up the wound healing part.
Yes, with the broken capillaries and
Yes,
stuff.
that's
People
a
don't
wound healing
understand what a
thing.
broken capillary really is.
Yes, a broken capillary is your skin saying this area is hurt. I need to send more blood flow to it. And so you're used to seeing that in a hurt area where you just see red. But sometimes on your skin, it's more than red. It literally builds brand new blood vessels just to feed that area. And so Catalyst is getting rid of those capillaries, not by closing them like a laser would, but by healing the wound.
It's actually healing the skin. Yeah.
You are like, I'm so impressed by the amount of knowledge you've retained.
I've known you for a long time,
Yes,
Ben.
we've talked a long time.
Yes.
I didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
so impressive. All right.
Yes.
All right. Last thing we're going to talk about today.
Uh-huh.
And she did bring up the mist. I do recommend the mist because a lot of our serums are concentrates. A boost is back. By the time this airs,
Yes.
Brianna's going to have boost back.
Finally.
It's a fan favorite.
Yes.
And we're even having a new and improved version. I'm being reminded by my handler.
Yeah, we were coming out with a new mist, which
Yes.
I'm very excited about.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that and give a little sneak?
No.
No.
I mean, no. I want to tell them that Boost is back.
Well, Boost is amazing. Everyone loves Boost.
And I don't want them to think like, oh, why should I get this? Because I got something even better coming.
No, this is like one of my favorite mists. Because you can use this even like as a toner. You don't even have to use it with the products, and it is amazing for your skin.
Yeah, and it is. You know what is actually extra good is you do the Boost plus the fan.
Plus the fan.
Oh my God, extra cooling. Okay, you know what? I tell you what you don't want to do. It's not. This is serious.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Champagne. One.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. What do we not want to do?
Spray Boost in your eye. I'm telling you, the first time someone complained, they're like, oh, I put Boost in my eye and it hurt like a mother. And I'm like, blah, Boost doesn't hurt. I literally hurt for 24 hours.
What?
Yes, do not spray it right in your eye.
Oh, well, I do this. I take my products and I'll put it on my fingers and then I spray the Boost on top and then I massage it and then I go like that.
Okay, well then you're safe that way.
Safe.
And by the way, your fingers is so young.
Right?
Wow.
Look at my hands. My hands are pretty young looking, right?
Yeah.
For being 41?
Yes, your hands are young. All right, last one of the day for
Yes.
aging because we're having so much fun and the champagne bottle is, it's sitting over there getting warm. Growth factors. Why do you need growth factors? What's the story about growth factors? Like the whole idea is that, and there's certain new brands coming on with growth factors. Please.
All the growth factors.
Here's what you want to do if you're considering a growth factor product and you're comparing. See what they tell you is in the bottle. And for me, this is how I formulate. I was like, okay, I can buy my growth factors. It's really stem cell excretions. I know it sounds a little gross. But we use stem cell and fibroblast extracts, essentially, that they come off of them. We feed the stem cells and the fibroblast cells, and they make growth factors. Well, how you feed them determines what they make. So you can make a lot of growth factors. You can make growth factors that do certain things, and other ones that do other things. So there's a lot of marketing hype behind it, and I'll just tell you what I got to. I had trouble figuring out what the hype was. Should I use bone marrow? Should I use mesenchymal? Should I use cord blood? Like all these different things. And here's what I learned: the truth is in the numbers. How many growth factors did they make? How much protein per milliliter are they producing when they start making stuff? And I found a lab that had the best numbers. And so we have clinical trials on this product.
And you guys have over 600.
Over 600 different growth factors and cytokines.
Right.
And we have exosome technology where we actually literally have little delivery vesicles we've taken high definition photographs of. We have clinical trials showing that it's safe for cancer cells, which is a big risk for epidermal growth factor. We have clinical trials showing that it activates fibroblasts, it reverses aging on women ages 40 to 65. Like, the studies matter, and we spent the money on those studies, and we proved the quantity. And honestly, you'll feel it and you'll notice it. I had somebody, I don't know if I should name the name, but a certain growth factor product that has 3 letters associated with it, starts with a T. She's like, oh my God, I was using that for years, and I just switched over to Stem Factor, and literally within a month, it was so dramatic, the difference. You'll notice the difference. Dude, you should try that.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of combo. I call it the Big 4 serums: Renew, Catalyst, Rescue, and Stem Factor. That is the, I mean, if you can afford it, that is the ultimate package for aging.
Like powerhouse. That's it right there.
And then you throw a little infuse in because they're so concentrated.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mention the
Oh,
Epic
yeah, I know.
And so we should mention that real quick.
Because it is freaking amazing.
This is awesome. This is also patent pending. Like, we keep coming up with ideas that no one's come up with. This has basically got just the right level of depth of a pyramid to get through the lipids in your skin. I don't want to break through your barrier and cause any wounding or sensitivity.
No inflammation, nothing like that.
Yeah, anybody with sensitive skin can use this. All I wanted to do was get enough to get through the lipid barrier so that when I put all these goodies on my face, they actually make it through better. So you get a huge boost by adding the Epic tool to your routine.
People have asked me, what's the difference between that and like a micro
have?
roller. Yeah, so to talk about.
Oh yeah, let's
about
compare it to a
that.
roller. So this causes no inflammation. All rollers are causing inflammation. Rollers, remember, are a needle, and as they're coming in and out of your skin, they're like stretching it and tearing at it, and I don't believe that wounding is going to get you younger. This gets the same, if not better, penetration, because these wedges aren't a little needle hole, they're a pyramid hole. You know how you can picture that, where it goes in with the point, but it widens as it gets deeper? So it goes like that. And that is a different kind of penetration advantage. So, most importantly, however, is you use this twice a day. You do not ever use needling twice a day. Why? Because it hurts your skin, and your skin's like, I don't like getting hurt all the time.
After you use a microneedle, you get red and like inflamed. You can see, the inflammation. With this, you don't.
Are you staying away from microneedling?
I don't do microneedling. No.
Oh my god!
I do not.
Oh
I don't believe in that.
End on a high note.
I don't. No, I don't like that. Yeah. But that's another like hyped up thing out there that people are doing is the microneedling for anti-aging. You gotta do this to your skin all day long. Yeah,
guys, I've got a pile of machines and equipment from decades of being in this industry, watching things come in and come out of, and I predicted microneedling was going to come out just like microdermabrasion was the hottest thing ever, and now it's not, right? Yeah. And all these lasers, they're hot for 3 years, and I guess that wounding actually didn't really create long-term changes. So, but I'm telling you, lasers are not the solution to aging. What I just described to you is the only way. Holistic approach is the only way I believe you can get permanent change.
Fix your skin, you internally fix your skin so that it heals itself. Whereas lasers wound your skin to stimulate collagen, right?
To fix the wound.
Right. So
not
it's
to fix the old stuff.
Right. So that's the difference.
But there is what's the treatment? Have you heard about, have your clients asked you about, they call it, is it fascia? No, fibroblast. Oh, it's like a facial? Yeah, it's like a really aggressive.
I think I've heard
plasma.
It's like a vampire facial?
No, this is like a plasma burning of the. It's called a fibroblast facial or something.
Okay.
And it has a tightening effect, but it's I think a long-term risk. I think 5 years out, everyone is going to be regretting it. It's pretty new. And so again, trauma is just something to be wary of, okay? If you're listening to your inner voice, I'm a big believer in intuition. Trust your intuition to use the products that are really working with your skin and your body, not against it.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree, because I don't do a lot of in-office. You always think I do. I don't do a lot of in-office things at all.
Little Botox.
But it's mostly, I use Osmosis every single day.
That's your only saving grace, honestly.
And I use the supplements. It's internal too. So when you have all that going hand in hand,
it's true.
You don't have to do all these in-office treatments. Your skin is doing its thing on its own.
It's true.
I believe in that.
Oh my gosh, I think we have a convert right here.
I believe in that.
It could be the champagne talking, but she might really be convinced.
I am. That's what I do. So that's what I believe in.
Awesome.
All because of you. So that's it for our first aging
I think we did a deep dive. We covered a lot. This is, and
we'll be back. We'll be
back.
We'll be back with the pigmentation one next.
Let's do pigmentation.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we'll be back with that. Thank you for watching our little deep dive into aging with Ben Johnson. Yeah, I know he's gonna go cool off quick.
I need a big grape leaf. Where's your grape leaf waver?
David needs to wave you right now. And we will be back with our next video. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.